4:30 in the morning, and I'm exhausted, but I'm really excited. So I think last time we were talking about this book, I had just finished the first draft. But now, things are getting really serious. Another next step is getting a publisher. And I've been working on it for the last couple of months. The steps between where I am now and having this book finally published, I just don't know all of them. It's like that old expression. You don't know what you don't know, and I don't know a lot. The good news is that some people do know what they're talking about, so we are off to beautiful Grand Rapids here at Calvin for the Festival of Faith and Writing, and I got lots to learn while I'm here. So the truth is that I find these kinds of spaces pretty exhausting. Conferences like this, I'm not sure if you've experienced this, they can be very networky. So you're constantly like running around and who are you? And hi, good to meet you. And people started asking for my card. I didn't know that people still had cards. And after a day, I was so tired and anxious because I just kept wondering, do I fit in here? And I think one of the secrets I'm learning is that everybody at these kind of conferences is saying, do I fit in? Do I belong? Or am I the one person who's really faking it here? And so I decided to shift my mindset. Remember when I said a few seconds ago that it was so nice? What I realized was that I hate networking, but I absolutely love making new friends. So if I meet someone at a party, I'm always really curious and I'll just be like, who are you? What do you do? What do you love? Why are you here? And people get all freaked out. But the nice thing at a conference like this is that everybody's here because they care about something. So I just made this commitment. I was like, I'm gonna shift the way I think of this. I'm not gonna try to network with anyone. I'm not gonna pass around cards. I'm not gonna worry about all that stuff. I'm just gonna meet people, and everyone I meet, whoever they are, whether they are big names or small names, if I meet them in line at the coffee shop, if I meet them just hanging out in the hallway, I'm just gonna be really curious about these people because I would love to make friends with other people who love writing. And so I'm in line to get a cup of coffee. Thank you. No exaggeration. The second I take my seat, somebody walks up and says, excuse me, do you have an iPhone charger? And I was like, oh, actually I do. My new idea of make friends with everybody. So I dig through my bag, pull out an iPhone charger, and I give it to her, and then I just go, so why are you here? And it turns out she is the senior editor of one of the largest publishing houses in all of North America. And I go, oh, that's fascinating. Do you love what you do? And we chat for a second, and then I go, you know, there's a lot I don't know at these sort of spaces. Could you just who should I talk to? And she says, oh, you know, I actually have some free time right now. Do you want to grab a cup of coffee with me and we'll just sit down and talk for a while? And then we hung out for the next 90 minutes. And she was so nice and told me everything you would ever need to know about how to sell a book to a publisher and how to get an agent. She goes, okay, I'm gonna give you a list of agents that I think would like what you do. And she says, okay, well, I'm going to meet with one of the literary agents right now. He's gonna try to sell me a book. Do you wanna walk with me over there? I ended up meeting with 3 different agents yesterday, and then as we were hanging out waiting, I got to meet other authors and talk to them about what they were working on. It was so much fun. So I want to close by reflecting on a few things I've heard from some authors. First up, Channing Brown, who's got a new book that releases in a month called I'm Still Here. She was talking about platform and building up your followers and all that stuff, and she said, building a platform isn't interesting to me. I'm interested in building a community that's interested in having hard conversations. And I think whatever you're doing, whatever kind of network you're involved in, if the end goal is building up a big platform for yourself, you're gonna lose, because this can't just be about you or about me trying to get our thing out into the world. It has to be about the world that we are shaping and the kind of communities that we're building. And this shift from building a platform to building a community of people who care about the same kind of thing and have a similar vision for the world, that was really helpful. And then there's something that D.L. Mayfield said when I got to hear her in a breakout session yesterday morning. She said that in the New Testament there's this idea of abundance, that there is more than enough to go around. You see this in the stories of the multiplication, the multiplying of the fish and the loaves, that at the beginning of the meal there's not enough food for everyone, but as people share what they are given, Jesus creates an abundance, that our world is ultimately a place of abundance. And she was saying, you don't need in these kinds of networky settings to compete with other people. You don't need to try to get your stuff out there at the expense of anyone else. That's what feels so gross about like self-promotion and networking, is when it's just about you. But if we really believe that there is more than enough in this world for all of us, then we can make friends and connect and help other people to connect and do the work that we are called to do and cheer other people on in their work. We did a gang 3 days into this conference and I am exhausted. So if you're new to this channel, my name's Kevin. I'm a pastor in Canada, in Hamilton, Ontario. Truly what I'm trying to do is build a community of those of you across the world who are looking to engage in faith, in community, in meaningful ways that are maybe a little different from the way it's being done. And so if that sounds like you, subscribe. You just go down right there, you see the red box, you hit that. Post below, post about the communities you're a part of and what you're doing, what kind of work are you doing in the world. Share below, talk with one another, don't be an asshole, all right, because we got, oh my gosh, did you guys see a couple videos ago? I had to turn the comments off of the NRA one. People were going crazy, but I want to form an actual healthy community of people trying to do faith, community, life together in different kind of ways. I will see you next Wednesday. Peace, fam.